I wasn't sure where the Alicia Patel story fit in, whether it was generative questions or the next step that we'll get to in a few minutes, positive framing. I think it's probably a combination of both. So maybe we could use that as an example of generative questions. Could you just share that example of how she changed her own mindset and asked, I think, I don't want to give away the headline, but she stunned her staff a little bit.
Sure. Alicia Patel is a senior VP at a hospital system. She's in charge of quality control. And the hospital over a 3-year period had grown significantly, merging with other hospitals in the region where it was or where it is. That was highly beneficial from a financial perspective, but it was causing a lot of stress on staff. And Alicia was watching patient satisfaction scores slowly and gradually decline as the system got larger. And as you can imagine, her job is dependent upon quality. So watching these statistics drop put her in a place of anxiety. She was below the line, and she would meet with her nurse managers on a regular basis and kind of jump on them. What are you doing? Why is this happening? All of the kind of critical, negative, judgmental questions that generated a below-the-line conversation. And it triggered the same kind of response in the nurse managers. They got defensive and kept reiterating over and over, there's nothing we can do about it. We're short-staffed. Our nurses are working double shifts. And this went on for almost 3 years. And she finally got so frustrated that she began to look outside the system. And she happened to land on a website that was advertising a training program in Appreciative Inquiry specifically for healthcare. And so she jumped on it. It looked like it would be something novel and creative. And at before the end of the first day, Alicia realized that she had been part of the problem. Her body mindset was below the line. Her questions were below the line. At the end of the training, she vowed to change things when she went back. And so the first thing she did at the next meeting was to apologize for years of kind of hammering on the staff. And you can imagine they were kind of like, what? She told them a little bit about Appreciative Inquiry. And then she said, I realize patient satisfaction is not zero. You have lots of patients that are satisfied, don't you? And they're all, yeah, we get thank you notes, we get flowers, they send us candy. And she said, I want you to pay attention to those patients over the next week and the nurses that are caring for them. Ask questions, find out what are people doing that's generating high patient satisfaction. And the nurses actually left for the first time with smiles on their faces. When they came back the next week, when she walked into the room, it was buzzing with lots of conversation, which she hadn't heard in years. And as they went around the room to share stories of what was working, many of them said, we didn't wait for this meeting. We already started implementing new things, and it's making a difference. And by the end of the meeting, they had a full wall full of ideas for people to make a difference in the lives of their patients. And the nurse managers left. She sat there and she thought, wow, that seems way too easy. I wonder what the statistics are going to look like. And sure enough, when the next quarterly reports came out, patient satisfaction was up on every single floor, and one unit had 100% patient satisfaction. And it's just from that idea of flipping to focus on what you want and to go search for where is that already happening and how do we expand that, make more of that.
Thanks for watching this video clip of the Speak Good podcast. If you'd like to hear the complete episode, please check out your favorite podcast directory and subscribe now. Thanks for watching.